VanCam. This is VanCam you waited for. Yeah. Don't get it, Steve. Seriously, don't get it. Here come the hot stepper, murderer, I'm the lyrical gangster, murderer, I'm there. How are we doing, everybody? I am Kev Ashford, and this is not, no, this is the not world famous. Oh! Yeah, it's my job to try and cheer us all up. It's been a difficult week being a Manc, living in Manchester. All the Blues gloating, man, they've not shut up, and rightly so. They've given me loads of shit. People even question why the flag's still up when I've been out on site. Why would I take it down? Because City beat us. The flag remains, the flag stays. Coming up in this week's show, as usual, we will have Fellaini watch. I fired an elbow into one of them. We will have Wanker of the week. And I remember the painful years. And I will comment on that viral United stand video.
As soon as you get rolled, Joe, just fucking do it. We're not fucking Stoke. We're man fucking United here. We should be battering.
And as usual, we'll have your comments at the end of the show. Hope you are all, Jesus, fuck me. Hope you are all right. That's exactly what I was trying to get out, just wasn't happening. So, Derby Day Blues, we've been through it all. I've done the video, the previous one. I've given you all my thoughts on that. So, first of all, I wanted to touch on that video. We've all seen it. If for any reason you've been hid under a rock or in the wardrobe like I have been since Sunday, here it is.
Midfielder's Herrera. He's not a box-to-box. He's not defensive. He can't do a fucking killer pass. Why is he on the fucking pitch for what?
Is he part of a lot of deadwood that we need to get rid of?
But of course he fucking is. There's a lot of fucking deadwood. I'll get him fucking gone. City have come here and fucking bossed us at Old Trafford. This is Man United talking about. City have come here and fucking bossed us. We've hoofed it. Rojo, we got lucky on the fucking goal. What was his tactics? As soon as you get Rojo, just fucking boo it. We're not fucking Stoke. We're man fucking United here. We should be battering fucking them. That was diabolical out there. Hoof.
Is it Mourinho? Do you blame Mourinho for the older players?
Tactics was shocking. He got outclassed by Pep there. He got fucking outclassed. That was not fucking acceptable, that. Lukaku, what the fuck was he doing? What? That was diabolical, that. No, tell me his name when we've done 10 passes, pass and move. Martial, he's playing against a fucking centre midfielder in Del. Take the fucking cunt on. Take him on and fucking do it.
Yeah, so that was the United Stand fan cam from after the match. Now, I know a lot of people don't dig that kind of thing, and a lot of people have slated it, especially United fans, saying we're turning into Arsenal fan TV and that. Not really, because, I mean, that kind of shit goes on every week at the Emirates or wherever Arsenal play. They're always having meltdowns like that. I think the thing that's quite sort of unique and different with this rant is that since probably Andy Tate's rant on Full-Time Devils, we've not really seen anything like that. And the thing is, I mean, it's not set up. The guy's not actually gone out of his way, you know, and waited to put his thoughts across. I mean, that is raw passion. That is somebody who has basically just jumped on somebody that was talking. He's probably that livid. I mean, you come out of the match, you're probably walking along, you're not in a good mood, you keep your thoughts to yourself, you go to the pub, whatever, have a pint and discuss it between people. The thing that United fans will be a bit annoyed about, or some, is the fact that it has gone viral and that other clubs, you know, other fans are laughing at us. But for me, it was hard hitting and it needed to be said. And I know there's a rake of swearing in it and all that, but for me, I think he summed up what a hell of a lot of people would have been thinking walking away from Old Trafford. And I know I was thinking it. I mean, I wanted to blow a fuse. I was absolutely livid with the long ball that, like the lad said, you know, we're not Stoke. You know, we're better than that. And we are better than that. And Man City, I'm not taking anything away from them. They were brilliant. But like I say, that ran and the comments that lad made were absolutely spot on, and for me, I think it's gone viral in that way, because a lot of United fans will certainly agree with it, as much as they would have wanted to try and keep that away from everybody else and rival fans. It's happened now, and he was absolutely bang on the money, and like I said, it certainly summed up exactly what I felt at the end of the match. Mourinho's tactics, the fact we tried playing long ball, whatever, it was shit and diabolical to watch. There was no fight, no passion, and we were all pissed off. We were all pissed off after it. Let me know your comments and what you think of that, and we're going to slide straight into the next part of the show. It's where we look at Fellaini in a little thing that I called Fellaini Watch. Oosh.
McTominay has it for United. Looking for Fellaini.
Oh, what's he doing?
Oh yeah, this is Fellaini Watch. This is where we take a look at what that big bushy-haired Belgium's been at. This week the news has broke that Jose Mourinho has held crisis talks with Marouane Fellaini in a last-ditch attempt to get him to sign a new 2-year contract. That means, my friends, 2 more years of Fellaini Watch and 2 more years of absolute dog shit football from this freak with the bushy hair. In the other news, he is still going to sue New Balance for the boots. He's still blaming the boots. Like I said, a bad workman always blames his tools. Fellaini's blaming the boots for being absolute dog shit at football. And the Manchester derby, obviously Fellaini was not involved, but there was a few shouts on social media to say Fellaini, you know, could have made a difference if he was there. Yeah, it probably would have been about 8 or 9 fecking goals if Fellaini. Imagine Fellaini in that midfield. You got De Bruyne and Silva just running around him. Fellaini, head up his ass, wouldn't have known what was going on. He'd be running around like a headless bastard chicken. But what I will say, at the end of the game, when City really decided to start taking the piss, which was pissing me and everybody else off, we were all watching it, they were playing it, hey, another throw-in, hey, you know, in the corner when they kept getting, you're thinking, somebody just go over there and twat De Bruyne clean in the fucking face. But nobody would do it, and you're thinking, where's the Roy Keane character? He would not have stood for that. He'd have been in like he was on Alfie Hinger, Haaland, with a bit of a, hey, yeah! One of them. But it was at that point where I thought, do you know what? If Fellaini had come on for the last few minutes, you could have guaranteed that the big man would have gone over at least and fired an elbow into one of them City faces, took a red card for the team. You know, he'd have got clapped off, you know, standing ovation, well done, yeah, it's what we signed you for, you useless bastard. That is Fellaini Watch. I never said that, you tool! That was Fellaini Watch. Let me know if you think that Fellaini would have made any kind of difference to the Manchester derby. Yep, so next we fly straight into the next part. It is Wanker of the Week. Good few nominations this week. Thanks to everyone that sent them in. There is a clear favourite and there was nothing going to touch this. Let's just get straight into it, man. This is Wanker of the Week.
Wanker of the Week!
Yes, this is Wanker of the Week. We do it every single week. There's so many wankers out there. You've just got to put it into some kind of order and bring it to the masses and tell you who has been nominated. Mr. Birtwhistle tried nominating himself for the Bournemouth game. He put Marcus Rashford first goal and he didn't start, but he doesn't make the top. I've compiled a top 4. Coming in at number 4, and it's only the caretaker from my kids' primary school. I know what you're thinking, where's this one going? But it's been very cold in Manchester. There's obviously been ice on the floor and all that. And at the entrance of the playground, there was black ice, which was causing a big problem one morning as, you know, parents were dropping the kids off, they're walking into the playground. A few people have hit the deck, you know, there's a few injuries. But what did the caretaker decide to do? You know, how do you get rid of this? Rock salt, you know, we're going down that kind of route. Probably rock salt, whatever would get rid of it. The caretaker decided to get a bucket of water. Honestly, man, a bucket of water. He come out, everybody tried warning him, and he pours it straight over. Made it 10 times worse. You, my friend, are number 4. And coming in at number 3, it's them bad bellends from Manchester City. We've had these on before, but they've resurfaced at a reserve team game, and it's the Shark inflatable. Whoosh. Yeah, them bad boys, absolute wankers. Should have been number 1, really. But what can you say? What is all that about? Down with that type of thing. Coming in at number 2. Number 2 is Mitsui Batshuayi. Is that right? Think I boxed that one off. Yeah, he was photographed on the bench with a hot water bottle. Ah, do you want your mum to tuck you in at night as well? Yeah, no place for that in football at all. But the winner, I mean, Diane Dixon got in touch, Bert Whistle got in touch, and I'd already heard it. I was driving, listening to TalkSport, nearly crashed the van. Wait for this one. Louis van Gaal thinks his style of football was better than Jose Mourinho's, and I quote, where are you? We played football that was quite alright. What United produce now is defensive. I always played attacking football. You absolute deluded Dutch knobhead. Attacking football. This from the man. I remember the painful years. There was people falling asleep in the crowd. Videos went viral of United fans falling asleep. He absolutely ruined players. We drew about, what was it, 9 games in a row, 0-0. And he's trying to say that teams parked the bus against us and he found it difficult. Oh, Van Gaal, I do not miss you one bit, mate. You're that deluded. I remember you won the FA Cup and you said, I finished my career at United as a champion. You didn't, you tit. You can't be the champions of the FA Cup. You're the FA Cup winners. Champions, eh? But he is deluded, and you can expect much more of this now because he's nearly paid off from United, so he'll be spouting loads of shit. Apparently, he was quoted, or he was talking to Fox Sports in a Dutch cafe. Now, we all know what they sell in them Dutch cafes, so I reckon that Van Gaal was totally off his tits. Get that man a big bag of crisps to munch on. He's got the munchies. Van Gaal, you're the wanker of the week, and you fully deserve it.
Wanker of the week!
Yes! We're coming up to the end of the show. I'm going to do your comments in one moment. Final kind of thought and observation from the week. Do you think that Mourinho, you know, all this shit about the milk being thrown and all handbags and all that in the Manchester derby in the tunnel, do we think that Mourinho was deflecting what was an absolute shite Man United performance and a brilliant City performance, don't get me wrong, at the same time? Do you think it was deflecting away from that? I personally do. I really do. I think this is classic Mourinho, deflecting it. Mourinho should have been criticised for the way the team was set up, the way the game plan... Was there a game plan? There was no soul, no life, no passion, nothing. Just hoof the ball like that guy said in that video. But I think Mourinho, in creating this kind of, what would you call it, sort of ruckus at the end of the game in the tunnel, the next day, I mean, that basically made more headlines and more column inches than City's unbeaten run and the fact how good City were and how shit United was. So, you know, I don't know what you think on that, but let me know. I think that Mourinho is just, like I say, typical Mourinho, and he's trying to deflect away from the fact that we were really shit. Right, let's get into your comments. Oh yeah, man, bit of Travis turn. Reminds me of being in 5th Ave and 42nd Street, this. Doing press-ups on the dance floor like a proper dick. Anyway, into the comments. Who did we have up first? We had Colin Watson, who said, top man Kev, excellent comments, real passion, real fan, thanks bro, no bollocks, truly appreciated, measured, skillful response, top man. That was to do with the Derby Day kind of video and the reaction to that, but thanks very much. Mr. Conreen, the Wivenshaw Raver, said, nice one for the extra VanCam. That's why you've got to have these notifications turned on in YouTube, because if I go and throw a curveball in, do you know what I mean? You've got to be prepared for it. He appreciates the time that I put into it, and he says that I put more effort in than the Man United squad. Cheers for starting the healing process. It is, and that video was kind of therapy for Kev. Just had to get it off my chest. LaRusso said, sick of Mourinho's defensiveness now, to be honest. I think, you know what, it's not every game, is it? And let's all get together here and, you know, it really is. It's been in the big games this season, and I know we beat Arsenal, but it was back to the walls a hell of a lot of that game. Even Tottenham at home, we beat them 1-0, late goal. It was, you know, a bit route one, but again, we didn't really dominate that game. And it's these big games where the title will be won, and that's where City have been so strong and consistent this season. I think that's the thing that's pissing a lot of United fans off. Alex Rudd said, I just woke from my sleepy days and realised this is not Friday yet. Bonus VanCam. This was because Kev went against the grain and for once released a video on the Monday. Just to tell you how really annoyed I was about the derby. Yeah, Matthew Cartwright, he's a top guy, said, can clearly see you have given up on the rapping lessons then, Kev. Cheeky bastard, given up? 2 + 2 is 4 - 1, that's 3 quick maths. Everyday man on the block, smoke trees. See that girl in the park, that girl is a knuckers. When the thing went quack, 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 you man were ducking. See? Still got it, mate. Can't take away that from me. Dracula Masifa said, this channel deserves more subscribers, to be honest. It does. That's the best thing anyone's said on VanCam ever. Rob M, who's a Man City fan. I must say, loads of comments from City fans on the video. And believe it or not, they were all very positive. Lots of love. I'm liking it, man. Rob M said, for a red bellend... Oh, he called me a bellend, actually. Well, some love anyway. For a red bellend, this is really funny. I'm a blue, Salford, not Stockport, you twat. Yeah, whatever. And I'm subscribed. By the way, mind that 11-point gap. Yeah, banter. Big gap. Where are we up to now? Steve has been spotted. Martin Alslan said in an email, I see Steve is back at work. Yeah, trying to pump up a massive tyre with a foot pump. Now, this is something that Steve has definitely tried doing in the past. This is a guy that I've sent off for skirting board ladder, tartan paint, rubber nails, you know, inflatable dartboards a lot. He's out there getting it, just does not care. Sam Cole said, unrelated, Robbie Savage is a tit. Merry Christmas. Well, Merry Christmas to you, Sam Cole. And I must thoroughly agree that Robbie Savage is a tit. Yeah, an absolute nipple. G'day from Australia, Kev. Bloody legend. Haha. That was from CM23. Well, hello, Australia. How are you doing? Throw another shrimp on the barbie. Ali J said, I was watching Friends for the first time in years and I could have sworn that I saw you in a few episodes. Cheeky bastard! Cheeky bastard! Right, that's the end. I need to get off. Got so much to do today. Hope you appreciate everything I do, so make sure dropping a like on the video just shows your appreciation. I'm not asking for much, I'm not asking for money, not asking for, you know, just like the video, yeah? And make sure you share it. You just hit the share button, share it via Twitter, Facebook, whatever you want. The Facebook page, get on that, it's at Kev's VanCam. You need to drop a like when I put the link out, when it'll be tonight or whatever. And copy a mate in, I say it all the time. You don't get a Marks and Spencer's voucher, but you're referring a friend, and we get more people involved in the old VanCam. The email address, kevinashford7@gmail.com. I know I'm getting boring, doing all this shit. I've got to do it. And the podcast for the United Stand. If you enjoy that kind of shit, get onto it. Paul, who runs that, really good listen, and he's actually invited me on, so I'm going to be doing a bit of a stint myself. some stage, you know what I mean? Indie man now, you know, rocking 1,500 subscribers. Life is good, happy times! Yeah, so give Paul a follow on that. I'll put the links in the description. Link might have come up on the screen, just depends, you know. You just never know with VanCam. It is the gift that keeps on giving. There is not a team talk this weekend. We are playing West Brom, for Christ's sake. How am I supposed to motivate this team? What I will say is West Brom are shit and we're Man United. And I swear to God, Mourinho, if you even think of parking the bus against these dicks, we are in for a 0-0 draw. That's all I can say, because either team will not get over the halfway line. We go there, we attack, we really show that we were hurting from Derby Day. It's time for these supporters, I was going to say, these players to start earning the wages, and people like me and you that go to Old Trafford and go to the matches, that are paying out of our hard-earned cash. We're driving vans like me, just being bellends all week. You know, we've got a bit of spare money, we spend it on United, we go, and we're absolutely embarrassed in the derby. Sunday, we can put that kind of right. It'll never be right, but we can at least go there, attack. And even if, do you know what, if we get beat, why am I speaking so negatively? What my point was, if we get beat, as long as we give it a good go and we come off the pitch and we can say, do you know what, it just wasn't our day. We should have beaten, but we didn't. Now I'm talking pure shit. That is time. That is like the alarm bell in my head just went. It's time now to wrap up VanCam, Kev, because that is the ultimate professional. That's how good I am now. I really am. For Sunday, Man United, visit West Brom. I think we will win. I think we'll win 2-0. Don't bet your house on it, because I don't want anyone coming back to Kev and saying I've just lost my house and my wife has left me. Have a good weekend. Drink in moderation. Be nice to people around you and others, and respect them the way that you expect to be respected. Always a pleasure, never a chore. This is going on for long now. Come on! United! Let's get over this Derby Day bollocks! Are you ready? Are you ready for love? Yes, I am.